Okay, we're going to use integration by parts to do these 4 problems. So again, remember we're using this hierarchy, LIATE, to pick our U. So really, your 2 pieces are just the natural log of x and then 1 dx. So notice here I have a log. So your U in this problem is going to be your natural log of x. And remember, everything else in the problem is going to be your dv, which happens to just be dx in this problem. Du is 1 over x dx, right, the derivative natural log of x. The antiderivative 1 dx is just x. So using the rule, if we have something in the form u dv, this is going to be uv, I'm going to just put the x in the front, minus the integral of v du. Now, notice this piece, I can clean this up. X times 1 over x is just 1. And then the antiderivative 1 is just x. And then we've got our constant of integration. So this integral becomes this. Notice the next one looks very similar, but now you've got an extra x there. But you're going to start the same way. There is a natural log, so our hierarchy says to pick the natural log as your u. Everything else in the problem has to be dv. So I've got x dx. So du is going to be 1 over x dx. V, antiderivative of x, is x squared over 2. So if I have something in the form u dv, the antiderivative is going to be u v, and I'm going to just put the v piece in front so it looks neater, minus the integral of v. I always pull numbers out, so I'm going to pull out that number 1/2, v du. Now, that second piece here, before I integrate it, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. X squared over x is just going to be x. And now I can take the antiderivative pretty easily. So it's 1/2 x squared over 2 plus c. Okay, let's try the next one. So your u here is going to be x, no logs, no inverses, but algebraic is the next piece. Your dv here will be sine of 4x. Your du is 1 dx. Antiderivative of sine of 4x is cosine, but you do have a u of 4x, so you need that reciprocal, and it's negative 1/4 cosine of 4x. So if we have something in the form u dv, the antiderivative is uv minus the integral of v, it's going to turn into a plus, du. And now I can go ahead and take the antiderivative of that second piece. Antiderivative of the cosine is sine, but again, your u is 4x, so you need another 1/4. So this is really going to become 1/16. And this is my antiderivative. Okay, last one. These are your 2 pieces. So notice that there's no logs, no inverses. I do have an algebraic, so your u has to be x. Everything else in the problem has to be dv, which is e to the negative x. Your du is 1 dx. Antiderivative of e to the negative x is e to the negative x, but your u is negative x, so you need that reciprocal of negative 1, which is negative 1. So your v is negative e to the negative x. So if you have something in the form u dv, antiderivative is uv minus the integral of v, it becomes a plus, du, and the antiderivative of e to the negative x will give me negative e to the negative x.